Hello, everyone. I'm pleased to introduce Field.ai, an advanced field service management ERP designed to elevate operational efficiency in today's dynamic business landscape. Now, let's explore how Field.ai can transform your business through intelligent automation and insights. Today's agenda includes an overview of field service management, how field service management works, and the flow of field service operations. Then, we'll show you how we can easily provide job estimations to our customers for relevant tasks. Next, we will discuss scheduling and dispatching, demonstrating how easily we can schedule and dispatch our workforce to customer sites for relevant operations. We will show how the mobile application helps technicians perform their tasks effectively, ensuring they get all the relevant information on their mobile app while performing activities. Let's start the demo. To access the system, log in with your credentials. You will land on Mosaic, a dashboard where you get all reporting and insights as soon as you log into the site. For example, if you are a field service admin, you can view daily routines, resource availability, schedules, tasks, and any pending workflows. All of this information is available on a single screen when you log in, so the user doesn't need to navigate elsewhere to perform these activities. Let me quickly introduce you to Mosaic. Mosaic contains different widgets that provide key insights or the information most commonly needed, so you don't have to move between different screens or reports to check resource availability. For instance, you can see whether a resource is available and for how long. If it's unavailable, the details are also displayed in this single widget. Additionally, if there is any scheduled maintenance for a regular customer, the system can generate work orders automatically after intervals like 1 or 2 months. The system can also automatically generate work orders. However, you can do it manually if needed, using the widget. The widget allows you to view the scheduled tasks and how long resources are booked for. Additionally, you can see various other widgets that display key metrics like monthly revenue and pending requests. Let's now move on to field service management. We have the field service request screen, where all field service operations are managed. Basic requests can be raised in multiple ways through Field.ai. For example, a request can be raised via a job estimation form, or you can reschedule it based on a fixed tenure for completing activities at one location, like a customer site. The request can be generated weekly, monthly, every 15 days, or every 20 days, depending on your strategy. These requests can also be generated automatically by the system. We also provide a customer portal where customers can log in via your website and raise complaints. They can specify the problem and which asset it is related to. The system can automatically log this request when the customer submits it through the website. Within the Field Service Request screen, there are several other widgets available. These include widgets for tracking revenue, customer requests, travel time, and task time. It's important to note that everything here is customizable. You can modify the dashboard to fit your needs by easily removing or repositioning widgets and adjusting the data to focus on specific periods like the current month or the last few days. The Onfinity platform supports all these features, allowing you to create charts and dashboards that provide real-time insights. A very important widget is the Insights widget. It analyzes real-time scenarios and conditions, providing answers to key questions such as how many requests were generated yesterday, how many were completed, and what the scheduled man-hours are for today. It also shows if any resources are currently traveling. Now let's see how we can view these requests and understand the structure. Here on the screen, you can raise a request in multiple ways as previously explained. For example, if a customer calls or emails, you can raise the request directly. There are only a few details that need to be entered, such as the type of request, customer name, and priority. The system will automatically fetch other details. In this example, I've already created a request which shows the estimated cost. You can also see the customer's payment method and the applicable price list, which can be adjusted according to your needs. Additionally, you can select an asset. Using the Equipment Master, I will show you how to store all relevant asset details, even if the asset belongs to the customer, not your organization. You can maintain these details in a database. You can also add multiple tasks to a single request without limitations. For example, you can assign 20 to 30 tasks to one request and even assign multiple technicians. It's not mandatory for one technician to handle a job alone. Multiple technicians can be scheduled, and tasks can be divided. For instance, if one task involves setting up a password or configuring security features, you can assign it to several resources for better insight. You can also estimate the time required for the task. The values are flexible and can be adjusted based on the specific request. After entering the estimated time, you can save it easily. Additionally, each task has a fixed amount attached, which can also be modified as needed. All the data, including pricing, is pulled from the latest price list in the system. You can also charge customers for travel if necessary. If you want to apply a travel fee, you can select the type of charge, such as city travel, and the system will automatically calculate it. If you prefer not to charge for travel, you can easily disable this option. Alternatively, you can charge based on the manpower spent on a particular request. For example, if a resource is charged based on the number of man-hours worked, you only need to specify the product and the hourly rate. Once the task is completed, the system will automatically generate the invoice based on these details, so you won't need to do it manually. For now, we'll keep the travel charge disabled since we are charging based on the task itself. Additionally, you can maintain different checkpoints for each task, such as verifying the password or comparing expected results with actual results. The technician will input this information through the mobile application when working on site. Any spare parts required for the task are integrated with inventory management. Once a spare part is installed using the mobile app, the inventory will automatically update in real time by deducting the required quantity from the warehouse. This eliminates the need for manual inventory updates. The system tracks both the installed quantity and the required quantities. Later on, the system will also include the spare parts in the invoice for customer billing. If you need to change the pricing for a particular spare part, you can easily do so in this section. These are some of the key features in the Field Service Request screen: raising a request, managing details, and setting the currency. You can also directly generate a quotation by simply clicking to add the task and setting the validity and expiration date for the quote. Once the quotation is generated, you can view it in the quotation screen and email it directly to the customer. This is how field service works. Now let me show you how to schedule and assign different tasks to different resources. We offer qualitative scheduling and dispatching, a powerful feature available under the Scheduling and Dispatching module. This form allows you to assign tasks to resources using drag-and-drop functionality, so you don't have to do it manually. As mentioned, after creating tasks through a field service request, the next step is assigning them to resources. You can see a list of open tasks that are pending assignment. There's also a list of resources you can use to assign tasks. You can create different views for field service engineers. For instance, you can create a new view for the team of field engineers. Let me add Henry Garrick as an example. All tasks assigned to this particular resource will be displayed under their name. For example, John has an assigned task, while Henry has one that is not yet scheduled. The scheduled time for this task is 7 hours, with an estimated time of 1 hour. Using drag and drop, you can easily assign tasks and manage scheduling. This simple interface allows you to assign tasks without much hassle. The technician John will receive a notification on his mobile application. It's very easy to use, and he can view many details directly on the screen. By clicking on the task, all related task details will be displayed without the need to navigate elsewhere. This includes a checklist, the required tools, and any spare parts that are available. Additionally, the necessary skills to complete the task are highlighted, which is very important. The required skill levels, such as beginner, intermediate, or master, will also be visible. For example, if plumbing skills, robotic mechanics, or customer service skills are needed, the technician can see this information directly. The availability of the resource will also be shown, including which days the technician is available. All of this information will appear in a pop-up when assigning resources. You can now easily assign tasks by clicking on them and dragging and dropping them to the appropriate resources. If you need to schedule the task for multiple days, you can increase the duration by simply adding more days. For instance, if the task needs to be completed over 4 days, you can set the timing, such as from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. for 2 days, and schedule it accordingly. This task will then appear in the scheduled view. In the scheduled view, you can drag and drop tasks, adjust the timing, and increase or decrease the duration without needing to go back and manually change everything. If you want to check the status of different teams, you can see whether a task is in progress, completed, or still pending. All related details will be displayed on one screen for easy tracking through the maintenance form and the scheduling and dispatching form. Additionally, source tracking is available through a map. You can view live locations of resources, and this is integrated with Google Maps, allowing you to see exactly where a particular resource is in real time. Basically, it shows you where the particular resource is located and to whom the task is assigned. The green dots represent tasks. For example, you can see a task assigned to Henry Garrick. By clicking on it, the task will pop up, displaying that it is assigned to Henry. All tasks related to Henry will be shown on the map. You can switch between different dates, schedule tasks directly, and drag and drop tasks as needed for easy scheduling. If you want to schedule tasks for multiple days or single days, you can do so easily. This flexibility allows you to manage scheduling according to the task's requirements. The scheduling and dispatching form provides comprehensive details, and you can search directly from a list of open tasks. For instance, if you want to search for a configure task, you'll be able to find all relevant information such as spare parts and required skills. Additional search filters allow you to refine results by request date, expected date, task name, and more. You can also filter tasks by their status, whether open or closed, or by priority level, e.g. critical, high, medium. Many filters are available to help you locate specific tasks. Similarly, you can filter resources based on type, skills, group skill levels, or their association with specific assets. All these features are accessible directly from the scheduling and dispatching form, so you don't need to navigate elsewhere. Once a task is assigned, the technician, such as Alex, will receive a notification on their mobile application. They can then view the details on the app and begin performing the assigned activities. Now, let me walk you through how tasks can be managed using the mobile application. After logging in, the technician will see the interface. The app will display the technician's name and show their dashboard. The dashboard provides information on scheduled tasks for the current month, as well as tasks that have been completed. You can easily switch between months to track performance. For tasks scheduled for the day, the technician will see them listed on the mobile app. If a new request needs to be raised immediately on site, the technician can easily create it through the mobile application. The process is simple and doesn't require accessing the web or calling a colleague to manually raise the request through the web portal. This is the section where you can see how many tasks are scheduled, how many are assigned, and what the open tasks are. If a technician wants to select an open task from the bucket list, they can directly accept it. Once accepted, all relevant details for that task will be available on the mobile application. This includes information about the asset, the document number, and any other asset-related details. If needed, the technician can view who previously worked on the asset, who has similar skills, and who worked on similar assets. The complete history, along with any manuals or attached documents, will be readily accessible on the mobile app. Since the technician will be on site performing maintenance, having all this information available on the app is crucial. They can also view related assets and tasks, helping them perform their job more efficiently. In the Assign section, you can assign a task to a technician. For example, if we assign this particular task to the technician, it will appear in the Assigned section. After physically installing the application, the technician can schedule the task directly, or they can start working on a previously scheduled task. Both options are available. Scheduling tasks is straightforward for the technician. They simply open the mobile application, select a time slot for when they want to perform the maintenance, and click OK. The task is now scheduled, and it will appear in the calendar. Initially, there might have been 2 tasks, but now you can see 4 tasks scheduled for the day. The technician can also access additional details, such as the checklist associated with the task. They can see the customer's location, get directions, and view the contact information of the customer they need to communicate with. If any spare parts are required, the technician can check for availability and determine if any tools are needed for the task. Furthermore, if the technician encounters something on-site related to the task, they can simply take a photo and upload it directly to the task in the mobile app. This seamless process helps streamline fieldwork, ensuring all necessary information and updates are recorded in real time. Let's proceed now. When the technician starts traveling, the system will prompt them to confirm whether they have all the necessary tools and spare parts for the task. Once confirmed, the technician can begin their journey, and the system will automatically record the travel time. The technician's travel is tracked in the back end, allowing you to monitor their real-time location. The live location of the technician is sent back to the server, and you can view this information on the scheduling and dispatching form, where you can track all activities. Once the technician reaches the site, they can simply finish the travel log and start the task. AI assistance is available at this stage, and the technician can directly ask the AI how to perform specific tasks. AI will provide answers by reading the user manuals and other documentation. Let me explain the checklist process. The checklist may ask, for example, to check the quantity and quality of a switch. The expected results should be marked as all OK. The technician will input the answer, and if needed, they can attach photos. These photos will be automatically uploaded into the document management system, DMS, so there's no need to upload them manually. Once the task is completed, the technician will need to process it in the system, which will prompt them to confirm whether the task has been fully completed. If the technician wants to raise an invoice through the mobile application, that feature is also available. They will simply need to select the document number against which the invoice should be generated. For instance, this particular task might be assigned to generate an invoice. You can see the invoice generation process here. Once the invoice is generated, it will be available on the mobile application, and the back-end system will also reflect it. The technician will need to fill in a few details, such as the sales invoice information. After clicking OK, the invoice will be created and stored in both the mobile application and the back-end. AI plays an important role in this process. It provides answers directly from the user manuals, analyzing the database to offer real-time assistance. For example, if you ask the AI how to configure a network for a particular area and specify the asset involved, in this case, the Capium network, the AI will provide detailed steps on how to configure the network. All these details are given in real time by the AI based on its analysis of the user manuals and the database. Now let me ask a different question: how to reset? Once the AI has been asked a question, it only needs to be asked once. It will remember which asset we are referring to and will provide the correct steps on how to reset the unit. The AI will also offer options for the reset process. On this tool, we can view various asset details, and we can search for the asset in question. All the data associated with the asset will be available, including its class, category, name, required skills, previous technicians who worked on it, asset history, any attached manuals, and tasks. If the asset requires a spare part, the system includes a bill of materials, BOM, and you can also manage the spare parts needed for installation on the asset. This means every detail is available on one mobile application, making it a very powerful tool for technicians. Through this mobile app, technicians can collaborate with others and get real-time support from the AI chatbot, which is always analyzing and providing assistance as needed. If any issues or challenges arise during previously performed tasks, AI can analyze the situation and guide the technician through the necessary activities. This is how the mobile application works within the field service management process. Now let me show you how job estimations work and how you can provide quotations to customers. For job estimations, we have an assessment form where you can select the customer name for whom you want to generate a quotation. The system will automatically fetch the customer information. You can also add tasks to the quotation. For example, if the customer requests an inspection task, you can add it to the quotation. The system will also fetch all the latest spare parts and related details from the backend, as these are already mapped. In this case, let's say it fetches information for a power split inspection. If additional parts or services are required, the system will display the associated costs for the 3 tasks added to the quote. You can directly save the quotation with just a few clicks. You will need to provide basic details such as an auto-reference or description. Then save the request. After saving, the quotation for inspection is successfully created. On the left section, you will see the quotation number. From there, you can go to the quotation, download it, and email it directly to the customer. If you want to create a service request from the quotation, you can simply click on the Service Request option. Once clicked, the field service request will be created successfully without the need for manual intervention. Creating a field service request through the job estimation form is very easy. If your customers request different prices or quotations, you can quickly provide them with the necessary information. You can generate a price quote immediately and send it as a PDF if needed. Everything is done seamlessly through the job estimation form. One important feature is the customizable print format. You can modify the format according to your needs. The total amount to be taxed and invoiced will be automatically included in the print format. All the relevant details are added into this form, and you can email it directly, download it to your system, or even send it through WhatsApp. We can also create schedules, as explained earlier, so you don't have to manually create requests every week or month. For example, once you create a schedule, all related tasks are added automatically. You can go to the Schedule screen and create auto-scheduling. Let me show you how. Select the type of maintenance and provide a few details. You can choose the start and end dates according to the contract, whether it's for 1 year or 2 years. If the contract lasts for 5 or 6 years, you can schedule all the related requests at once. The system will automatically generate the requests on the specified dates. It will create work orders and field service requests without needing manual input. The configuration you set, for example, until 2024 or on a specific date like December 31st, will trigger the automatic creation of work orders and field service requests. Then, all you need to do is assign the tasks to the appropriate resources. Requests can also be raised within our system, Field.ai. We offer different reports, including customer spending requests, revenue reports, field service details reports, and reports that track status, month-wise revenue, priority-wise spending, and resource utilization. These reports are very important for monitoring KPIs relevant to field service administrators. Let me show you a graph illustrating this. In the graph, you can see the planned time versus the actual time. For instance, Henry Garrick's actual time is 13 hours, while Oliver's is 12 hours. Based on these data points, you can generate similar graphs, and they are available within the reporting section. This helps in tracking key performance indicators, KPIs, relevant to field service administration. We also have the Equipment Master module, where you can manage assets related to the customer, as well as customer-owned equipment. You can view different dashboards that allow filtering by asset type, such as customer-owned assets, assets in your possession, or your own assets. Different graphs and widgets are available, such as those showing how many assets a customer has, or the warranty status of the assets, whether they are still under warranty or nearing expiration within 30 days, or have already expired. You can also filter assets based on categories and see many more details. Let me toggle one asset as an example. You can see an organizational asset code, customer mapping, like which customer the asset is related to, and more. For example, you can see the asset related to Michael. You can also set the exact location of the asset using coordinates. This is particularly useful in industries like telecommunications, where towers are installed in remote areas and exact coordinates are needed. The system uses Google Maps API to help navigate the location. We've also integrated training links for Google Maps into the system. Additionally, Equipment Master provides all relevant information such as manufacturer details, model number, equipment class, capacities, and more. If there are any schedules or tasks related to the asset, those details will also appear on the screen. The setup for Equipment Master is easy. You only need to configure a single interface where all details are entered. This includes setting up groups, defining priority levels for activities, and managing resources. You can also configure base locations and the real-time location of resources. If you need to track travel, you can also enable source tracking. Privacy concerns can be addressed by configuring what is tracked, but the system supports real-time tracking for resources. If you don't want to track locations, you can disable that option. However, if you do want to track travel start and end times, you can enable that as well. There are several ways to configure this based on your preferences. You can also map different skills and products here. All of this setup is available on one screen, so you don't have to navigate through multiple screens. Additionally, there's a comprehensive setup for Taskmaster, where you can assign different task groups. This is typically a one-time activity. Once set up, you can create different tasks and assign them to field service requests, simplifying your workflow so you don't have to manually enter tasks every time. This is how field service management works. We've covered all aspects of field service management, including everything on our agenda. Now, let's quickly review some key features. Invoice generation. You can generate invoices based on resources, tasks, or travel. AI chat. Real-time technical support and assistance are available via the AI chatbot. Task execution via mobile app. Tasks can be executed through mobile applications, with inventory management integrated at a core level. This eliminates the need for manual updates. Customer management and invoicing. You can also generate monthly invoices for customers or multiple customers at once, making the process seamless and automatic. Easy estimates and reporting. We provide easy estimates, reporting, and analytics to ensure compliance and support collaboration. DMS integration. The document management system, DMS, integrates with field service management to store images, manuals, and photos captured by technicians on site. Knowledge base for technicians. There's a comprehensive knowledge base for technicians, and the mobile app offers numerous capabilities, such as AI chatbot support for maintenance tasks. Self-assignment of tasks. Technicians can self-assign tasks directly from the mobile app, allowing them to pick tasks from the bucket and schedule them. They can also work on scheduled tasks, view related resources, and collaborate with other team members. Task history. Technicians can view details about who worked on the asset earlier and navigate the app to create new requests. Task details and installation. All task details are readily available in the mobile app, and technicians can directly handle installations, confirm completion, and collaborate with others. This concludes the demo on field service. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or comments.